Hey everyone, Blockchain Bernie here, episode 397, Solana Validator Economics. I've had several videos in the past and they were always very well received. So I'm doing this because many people wanted an update on Solana Validator Economics. And in this video, I'll dive into the details. What drives your economics? So if you ever think of running a Solana Validator, after watching this video, you will know exactly what is driving your profits, your delegated stake that other people delegate to you, the commission you set, the performance you run, the skip rate that you have, and the sol price, and what are all your earnings that can be coming out of that. So it is a very, very interesting video. And by the way, it has a connection to Xandium, the storage layer on Solana that is being built by Xandium. And they have a quite similar concept with running their pNodes. So it is important to understand the Solana economics so that you can understand the Xandium economics. Alrighty, so let's dive right into it. So let's go with this little calculator here. So this is a calculator by Cogent Crypto. It is about, let me see and make it a little bit bigger here. So that might be better. And then you can do your calculations here, right? So you might have a yearly server cost. In the case of Solana, that's relatively high. So they make it like $4,500 here for running a pNode on Xandium. Those server costs are really, really low at the moment because the requirements to run one of these storage servers is less, right? But we're on Solana here. And then let's say you have a 5% commission. So 5% commission, what does that mean? So of all the returns that you earn your stakers, the people that stake SOL with you, you keep 5% for yourself in this example, but you can set your commission however you want, right? You can make it 100%, then the only people that will delegate stake to you will be yourself, right? Nobody else will stake SOL with you because they get nothing and you take all, right? 5% might be a little bit kind of a sweet spot. But if you do 0%, you might get a lot of stakers, but you don't make anything for yourself. So that's a decision. It's a market decision, right? And you have to make that decision right for yourself. But then you see that here, you set a commission, and then there's an MEV commission. So Solana has MEV. What does MEV mean? MEV stands for maximum extractable value. So that's like when transactions are being bundled. It's all being done by Jito these days on Solana. I don't want to dive into these details here in this video, but you can set your MEV commission as well. If you look here, you see that MEV commission. In this example, we've set it to 10%, but this is a calculator here. So Cogent Crypto, thanks Cogent Crypto for making this calculator. So you can type in all these things, and then you have the delegated stake here. And with that delegated stake, I mean, that's something I really want to explain to you, right? In order for your validator to be profitable, you need other people to stake their SOL with your validator. Because if they don't, even if you have some SOL for yourself, okay, you can delegate that SOL to your own validator. But then you would earn just as much, the same 7 or 8% that you will be able to earn if you just stake it to a different validator, right? It won't justify the cost and the effort and the stress to run a validator of your own if you just stake your own SOL. It just won't, right? You need to have stake from other people. How do you get stake from other people? It's like self-marketing, right? You need to be out there on social media. You need to be on their Discord. You need to help people out so that people know you. You're kind of a good member of the community. You're helping community members, and then you will be known, and then there will be people staking with you. Also, there is a foundation. There is the Solana Foundation, and they have a Solana Foundation delegation program, right? So that's very interesting. So you can have up to like 130,000 SOL delegate it to your validator, right? And even if you had 130,000 Sol in your own funds and you stake it to your own validator, that doesn't get you anywhere, because you could take that 130,000 Sol and stake it to a different validator, and then you don't need to run your own validator to make a return on your own Sol, right? The fun starts when you work with other people's money, or other people's Sol in this case, and then earn a return for them, and then keep 5% or whatever your commission rate is. Keep that for yourself, right? So that's the economics here. So you need stake from other people, and there is the Solana Foundation that can give you some stake under certain conditions. And they have the Solana Foundation delegation program for that, right? So how does that relate to Xandium here that has the scalable storage layer on the Solana chain? They have the Xandium Foundation delegation program, right? So you can get Xand stake delegated from the Xandium Foundation, right? That is super important. You need to be after that, because without that, you will get like, what, 10,000, you will get just a small kind of compensation for your efforts and for your hosting fees, but you will not be able to earn real money. And you're leaving money leaving money on the table if you don't intend and make some efforts to get the stake of other people, get stake delegated from other people. And we see that on the Solana chain. So let's get back to that little calculator here that we had. And with all these things here, that we see here, there would be, if someone has like 5% commission, 10% MEV commission, 192,000 Sol in delegated stake, right, at a Sol price of $186.37 at the time of recording, then the total income here, the net income per year, right? So this is yearly, would be $306,000, right? That's not bad for 192,000. And you can see that there's the inflation, and we have the inflation rewards, and we have the block rewards. So this is Solana specific. Inflation rewards, block rewards, both of them add up here. So that's different on Xandium. It's all about storage, right? It's all storage rewards, and it's storage income, right? Xandium calls that storage income, or STOINC. And on Solana, we have the inflation rewards and the block rewards, and they both add up. And you can see here. So if I don't have 192,000 Sol staked here, but let's say I only have 19,000, right? Then look at that. That's only 1/10 of the stake, and I only get 36,000, right? So now let's say I have a higher skip rate, right? So the skip rate means like how well is the validator performing? So now we have, oops, what's this here? Now we have a skip rate of 0% in this case, but let's say we have a 10% skip rate, so we're not performing that well. And then look at the income, right? It has changed. It is down to, is it like at 0%? We were at 36,000. With a 10% skip rate, we're at 38,000. What is that? Maybe this calculator has some sort of issues here, right? 20%. It's going up when we have a higher skip rate. That is crazy. But usually, if the skip rate is higher, or if the performance is lower for some reason, then the vote credits and stuff like that, then the rewards will go down, right? So that is important to understand. It's all about the delegated stake, And that is the same with running a Xandium pNode, right? You will need in the later versions of Xandium. Right now, Xandium, there is no Xan being staked to a pNode, right? But that will come really, really soon. And the real income you can earn with a Xandium pNode is about getting stake delegated from other people. Don't count your own Xand in there, right? You think like, oh, I have a lot of Xand tokens. I can stake it to myself. Yeah, you could, but you could also stake it to something else. So you're not earning any additional money. You're not making money by running a pNode if you only stake your own tokens, right? You will need other people to stake to it. And the easiest way to get that and to get high amounts of Xand staked to your own pNode is through that Xandium Foundation delegation program. That's going to be publicized within the next few days. So by the way, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment, like this video. That's all I'm asking. It's not much work. Please like this video. And you know, with doing that, with you know, signing up for everything, sign up, you know, hit that notification bell so that you are not only subscribed to the YouTube channel, but will also get notified by YouTube so that you don't miss anything. And also sign up for our Discord and for our email list and for our Twitter, right? Because if you're on our Discord, on our Twitter, you will not miss the publication of the Xandium Foundation delegation program. It's going to be happening within the next few days, and then you are in the know. And you will need to satisfy the condition of that Xandium Foundation delegation program, which means you need to run a pNode in both. In mainnet, where it's going to be permissionless, where you earn the money and the storage income, right? That's going to happen in mainnet. But you will also need to run your pNode in DevNet, and the DevNet will be renamed into testnet within the next few months. So you will need to run your pNode there as well, and you need to run it as early as possible. You need to, you know, have your pNode license purchased, because that's Xandium's way of fundraising. So there's no venture capital here. So Xandium needs that money to keep paying the team and building this solution, which is a really, really groundbreaking solution, right? Nobody has ever done it before, building a storage layer that is tightly integrated into smart contracts, right? So having kind of a file system on chain that is accessible to the Solana developer, right? So what does that all mean? It means that you need to conform to the conditions of the Xandium Foundation delegation program. That means you need to run your pNode also on DevNet. On DevNet, you need to have a license in order to be part of these rewards boosts that are coming out. So if you buy these licenses, which is our Xandium's fundraising mechanism, right? Because we're not relying on venture capital for anything. So that's that Xandium's fundraising thing. There is a Dutch auction of 49 more pNodes happening within the next few weeks, to be precise, on September 6th. So mark your calendar for September 6th. You can buy further pNode licenses there, and you need these in order to get all these rewards boosts and the delegation, the foundation delegation for your pNode. So all these things are not necessary, but they will enable that you can make these amounts here, right? With your pNode later on, when you do that. So I just wanted to remind everyone, don't blame me later on when you miss September 6th. It's a very important date. And yeah, these were the economics of a Solana validator. The link is down in the description of the Cogent calculator. We will also have calculators, the pNode profit calculators for Xandium out there real soon. There's going to be a project, and Xandium will put a bounty there, so you can, if you're great at programming and want to build that calculator and run it for yourself, right? It's not like it's going to be the Xandium. You know, it's the same as this here, the Cogent. Cogent did that, right? It's their calculator. It's not Solana's, right? But still, they might have gotten some money in the early days, kind of grants from Solana to build this thing, right? So this is all how it works, and it's super exciting stuff. It's super exciting stuff, guys. It's not like just buying some crypto somewhere and hope that it goes up as we have it with meme coins. Here you can really be part of the whole thing. You can run one of these pNodes or more of these pNodes in addition to running the validators. But with running the pNodes, you run the storage layer, right? And you can earn a lot of rewards potentially, you know, just by running that node, not by having purchased some tokens early, right? But having running that pNode and being that storage layer, right? It's not like there is some company that runs something and it gives you some. No, you are Xandium when you run one of these pNodes. And you need to get stake delegated. The easiest way to get stake delegated is get it delegated from the foundation. So make sure you're going to be there. Sign up for everything. Go to xandium.network to learn everything here, and yeah, sign up for everything, for all our channels there. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And the most important thing, if you have any questions, this is complicated stuff. How does all that work? How do the economics work of a Solana validator or also a Xandium pNode? If you have any questions there, just leave them down here in the comments. I promise I'll look into most of them myself and answer them. But for today, guys, thanks so much for watching. Catch you later. Peace.